Hi everybody! So I'm gonna make a video today, and I wanted to let you guys know I was reading the beautiful comments on the last video I uploaded, and there was some motivation for me to share my healing video with the bad sound quality. I actually listened to it from beginning to end, and it's a little harsh in the beginning and a little harsh at the end, but I think it's okay in the middle of it, so I think I'm gonna share it. You guys are inspiring me to share it, and I hope you like it. I have a tendency to ride the wave, so I gotta say it one more time. Merry Kwanzaa to everybody. I say it in that video too, but I swear to God I won't say it ever again. I'm never going to say it ever again. I'm never going to say it. Not for the rest of 2017. I will say it next year, though. I have a feeling I will say it next year. Anyway, I hope you guys are all enjoying the last few days of 2017 and trying to collect myself and figure out what I want to make this video about. I did wake up this morning and I felt a changing of the tide. So this December month has been kind of heavy set, going into the really deep nooks and crannies of our emotions, going into deep thoughts, deep reminiscings on the year and years prior, and the bigger picture and the smaller pictures, and the who am I type questions and who do I want to become, and really deep connections with the energy patterns of the universe, of time, of the earth, of my body, of my soul, all this deep stuff going on in December. And I've noticed that this morning when I woke up, I felt this interesting brush of ambition and joy and excitement and a feeling of like I'm ready, you know? It's a humanistic feeling. I feel like I've been reborn as a human being once more. I don't feel kind of scattered beyond the planet. I feel in my body. I feel dedicated to being human again, and I don't feel sad that I'm not getting regular nightly visits from spiritual beings like I was a lot week after week for a while. I was. And now it's just kind of, where are they? You know, they're gone quiet. Well, they go quiet because they want you to also be human too sometimes. You can't just live your life as a spiritual being if you're a human being as well. So you gotta embrace being human too sometimes. So I've been feeling more engaged and more alive in my body recently, just this morning and just today. So it's a really nice positive change, and you guys might be feeling it too, starting to notice you're a little bit more active and more involved with being human and human stuff going on, and maybe even getting things done, like kind of like a spring cleaning type feeling, but not just feel like you're getting things done, human stuff done. So I thought I would mention that. Okay, so speaking of being human, this is kind of funny, because I was feeling like I wanted to do a channeled message from the stars, and it was kind of what I woke up to. I was thinking about so many things, and I was asking God. I said, God, I don't know what to make a video about today, but I really want to make a video today. And it would be really nice if you could give me some inspiration and let me know what you think I should talk about. And what is the answer that comes back is just like a peaceful I love you feeling, and I gotta come up with it myself. So I just gotta kind of go deep and then find it inside myself, and then I express it. So I don't even know what I'm gonna say, but I am gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. Seriously, I will. So I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm putting my intentions out there, okay? And we're just gonna get a channeled message. So my original intention was I wanted to connect with a consciousness that is out of this world, off the planet, outside our galaxy, beyond our galaxy, in another galaxy. A consciousness of love, a soul-to-soul connection, a heart-to-heart connection, and just a message for everybody that is watching the video and a message for me. That's I just want it to be lighthearted and happy, and we'll just see what happens, okay? So I'm gonna relax here. So it's, believe it or not, it feels quite dense and heavy right now. It feels like they're showing me a picture that's also a feeling, and this is a keyhole. So they're showing me the part of the keyhole is right here, and then it opens up, and then there's a nose. So it's like my face is a keyhole. But they're showing me a lot of light coming out of this circular piece. So there's a lot of light coming out of here. I hold the key. So you don't unlock this from the outside, you unlock it from the inside. I hold the key inside myself. But they're showing me a beautiful blue color starting to develop inside, so I'm sort of like peeking in the keyhole, and there's a beautiful blue color inside of here, and then there's still lots of white light coming out. But this is kind of dark, like a black color. It's aggravating because it feels like the door is locked. A part of me is in the colors white, blue, and black, and I'm kind of like I'm trying to open the door. I'm trying to pull open the door, and it's not opening, and I'm getting frustrated and aggravated. I take the door handle off of the door, and now I throw it on the ground, and I make a bunch of angry noises, and then I kick the door. I'm so frustrated. I'm so irritated. And now I have to accept that I just broke the door that I'm trying to get into, and now this moron Abby's gonna have to pick up the doorknob and then put the doorknob back on and now find another way to open this locked door. There's a moment of me feeling this consciousness, actually feeling just mad at myself for breaking the door, and now I have to take extra steps to fix it. And all you had to do was just be patient and find another way instead of getting out of control with something that wasn't working. And now that something that's not working, you're still holding on to it and you're breaking things. And then once you break things, now you have to stop everything you're doing and actually wait, find patience, and fix the problems and start all over again. It's a very aggravating moment. I tell the universe, well, what if I don't want to know what's behind that door? What if I just say good riddance and walk away? The universe says it's your life. I mean, your life. If you want to give up, then give up. Nobody's telling you what to do. Isn't it you that has been trying so hard to get into this door? Isn't it you that has tried so hard you've actually broken the door? And isn't it you that is frustrated now because you're trying once more to find a solution to get in this door, and now your solution is to tell the universe some sassy thing and then say good riddance and walk away? I think we know you quite well. And we know you're not a quitter. So we are going to continue to watch and see what you do next. They show me what is like people are much like ants on an ant farm. They show me sands in an ant farm and watching the ants build their homes, build colonies, watch them live their lives. They say, we're not here to shake up the ant farm and destroy their lives. And we're here out of curiosity to see what is it like to be an ant. And so we watch the ants do what they do, day and night, night and day, and so we can understand. But they're not talking about ants, they're talking about human beings. They're talking about us and our planet, and curiosities about our world that make us different than their world. Do you want to know what is on the other side of the door, Abby? They are directly asking me this question, but obviously it's open-ended, so you too are being asked the question. I'm starting to get it now. They're showing me a girl that has an internal battle within herself. It's a battle with the frequency of trust. They show me scenes in my life where I've been taught to not trust because it is safe, it is survival. It ensures less stress, less pain and suffering later on to not trust. Now we're talking about interactions with spirits, with aliens, with humans, with angels, with anything. But we're specifically talking about alien beings. They know what I have vulnerable feelings with. They're showing me it inside myself. They aren't showing me images, they're showing me feelings of it. The feelings are make me hate, make me feel raped, make me feel taken and not allowed to choose. They make me feel like I could do very disturbing things to make them hurt inside if they keep this up in my mind, in my astral body, in my spirit body, in my dream. I can make them have a nightmare. They ask me if I know where this anger comes from, and I tell them that I know I've been living with this anger for some time, and I don't exactly know where it comes from, because I don't have any memory of traumatizing events that would inspire this, so I don't know why it's there. But I do have an odd, sizzling, nightmarish hatred toward alien beings. Even though I've had many beautiful experiences with alien beings, I've also felt very angry towards them, and even like disturbingly angry. They're talking to me about why is it I'm wanting to share a message from beyond this planet if I hate alien beings so much. I say, that's the point. I know it's not me. I know this response is not me, and the only way you can grow is to use your observations to identify what is not quite right and do everything you can to be open to healing that as best as you can. Fears are a really hard thing to face, and this type of energy frequency is so much anger. I mean, it's like an atomic bomb of anger, and it's almost out of control. And I think, to me, when I analyze it, there's a fear-based mechanism associated with it. So we're talking about fear and anger and an inability to understand and feeling as though something is out of my hands, out of my control, and that anything bad could happen. Is that really me? Is that really my style? Is that really my personality? It's not. So where is this coming from? They're doing energy work on me. It's interesting because They're helping me to see and feel energetically what is like a very massive egged up, like a fence, an orb, a fenced orb. But I didn't see that it was there. And it's sort of like I'm locking them out. I'm keeping my door shut so they cannot come in. And inside this egg, I see myself sizzling in nightmarish anger and hatred, and telling them good riddance. Screw you people. I mean, much worse than that. I am saying things along the lines, you put us here, you made this happen to us, you made us have these experiences, you did this to us. But I'm also saying you did this to me. I'm showing them what is a very disturbing timeline of taking things from somebody who was a good person. A very disturbing timeline of watching the suffering and the screaming and doing nothing but watching ants in a farm ripping each other apart when they could simply walk through the door and change everything. I do know that this is not acceptable, and it's sort of not who I am, but it's part of my consciousness. So I have to create an alternative consciousness that comes and tells this part of me in suffering. It is a selfish suffering is what it is, but it is an honest one too. It is one that just doesn't want to let go. There's too much anger. Have you ever been angry about something so much you just cannot let go of it? And why does that happen? We're talking about invisible people here that I am extremely angry with. So how am I, a human being, to have a freaking clue what this is about or how this happened or what inspired it? I don't know. I don't have any human memory associated with where this is coming from. And I also am not been in a position to heal it. I've also been through a lot of other extreme things that I do relate to that being kind of intermixed that I haven't really shared yet. Just a moment, there's a long pause. This angry part of me it's starting to cry and turn blue. It's starting to feel confused and emotional. It's starting to say, I just want to understand. It just cries and cries and cries. And it says, nobody loves me. That's what it says. It's fascinating. What am I to make of this reaction? We're talking about alien beings here. And I'm just patiently observing and sharing love with this part of myself. The door is not opened yet because I've not chosen to open it yet, because I've not healed fully yet from something. I keep turning blue, like I'm bluer now. I feel disgusting in a human body. I feel my human body is a disgusting thing, and it's full of disease and viruses. It is sickly, even though I don't feel sickly at all. I feel healthy and strong. This consciousness is a blue, what is a blue creation? I can't see it. It's just like a blue light right now with arms and legs and a head. It's not really showing me what it looks like. But when I feel this blue vapor energy, I feel like I know what cleanly feels like, a purity, what balance, what energetic healthiness, enlightenment, healing feels like. It makes me look at this world and see it as a garbage dump, a trash can, a filthy, filthy, disgusting place. We don't realize how filthy it is because we're used to it, which is sad. Because we'll never truly know the difference between what normal is and what truly normal is. Our normal garbage dump is a very sad, sad thing. It's like those commercials with the animals that are being abused shivering on the screen. They're just surviving as best they understand. Humans too are this way, just surviving as best they understand. I say so, my anger is not necessarily, it's something else. It's something deeper. It's some higher awareness. I say I don't feel grief though about being here. I don't feel grief about it. But accessing this information helps me understand why a part of my soul consciousness would have a vulnerable shake to it. And the best I could understand as a human being is being an angry, temper tantrum child. Everything is slowing down. As this blue vapor, which is also human, I say to the stars that I let go of the lock. I opened the door. I'm letting go of my anger. I acknowledge it's not something I understand fully, but I can't hold it against the potentials of my future, whatever that may be. I have to continually open up again and again and again in order to let more life experiences take place, more interactions, more a higher frequency experience. It's just you keep going, you keep stepping up the stairway of development. That was a pretty hardcore knot, energy knot. I still feel like there's some sadness about something beneath the surface of it all. There's no anger anymore. It just feels like grief and sadness and the color blue. But it's a really beautiful, like a pale blue, and it glows. Just a moment, things are softening and relaxing. They're talking about how television corrupts our minds into fearing the things that we don't know, and we're allowed to be at peace with those things when we watch them on the television, but deeper parts of ourselves manifest fears of the unknown. Fears of our children being abducted, fears of some psychopath breaking and entering and blowing our brains out, fears of being captured and then tortured, fears of the government taking you and experimenting on you, fears of all kinds because of television. And we manifest physical realities of our fears so we can live through our fears and experience them firsthand in order to heal them. When we say, I am afraid, we actually tell the universe, please bestow upon me that which I am afraid of. That way I can experience it and decide for myself how it makes me feel, how to overcome the fear, how to learn from the fear. They say, oh yes, you will learn from your fears. Maybe you should be afraid of that. Or maybe you should stop being afraid. When you let go of fear, you tell the universe, I'm free. I am healed. I am myself. I am in balance. I am in the light. I am the light. I am love. I am a bright star in the sky. And the universe opens the bounty and the abundance, so you can cherish the love and the joy that you have defined yourself as. You attract that which you are. If you are afraid, you will manifest fear. If you are at peace, you will manifest peace. Everything is getting easier and easier. I feel like I'm going higher and higher, upward, lighter and lighter. I'm a far, far cry away from that blue glowing anger ball inside of a ball. I want to go out to the stars where all of my dreams are. That's what my heart says. All the times I made wishes on stars. The last wish I ever made wasn't a wish at all. Actually told the universe I have nothing else I could possibly want. I feel at peace. I feel like all my wishes, I am at peace with all of them. It's the oddest moment. It happened in the end of September. And since then, when I look at the stars, I just look at the idea of other places where people live. people like me or people not like me. And I choose to feel at peace with being human. And I choose to accept that whatever happens next is exactly as it is meant to be, and I will learn and grow from that next thing. I always felt that I had more purpose than this, not just on this earth, but amongst other creations, other universal creations, other frequencies of love. Just a long pause here. I still feel like I'm going upward in vibration, up an invisible ladder into the stars. Feel like I'm going further and further and further away from home, and I'm at peace with that. I don't hate the earth. I love and appreciate this world I call home. But I feel like I want to know about other homes, like watching ants in an ant farm. But to know what it's like to live somewhere else, somewhere totally different than I've ever known with my human eyes, my human understandings of things. The voices, I don't know how many. They tell me if you are wanting to go beyond, you have to heal this inside yourself. You have to let go of fear, even if it doesn't make sense, it is still there. Therefore, you need to explore it and let it go. Otherwise, the door remains locked shut, and there is no potential to truly traverse the infinite universe, because your fear says, I am not ready yet. I explore trying to be angry with them, trying to pull up hatred, trying to fight back, but it doesn't happen, which tells me that I'm doing a good job of getting this energy knot out of my spiritual atmosphere. I tell them I have nothing against the other experiences I've had that were very just very not acceptable, very upsetting for me, very difficult for me to deal with. I actually feel like I'm glad those experiences happened. They've taught me a lot about myself. They taught me a lot about love. They've taught me how to work with energy. They've taught me how to be a master healer. I do consider myself a master healer after some of the extreme things I've been through that I have overcome through my own gifts and abilities and facing my fears. I'm quite a distance away, and I feel very peaceful. I'm starting to realize that there are, it's a vast, it's like a, basically what would be like connecting with 1,000 different alien spaceships. And this isn't just off the Earth, we're talking about another galaxy away. but they're extremely distant from each other, but there's no such thing as distance. So I could be interconnected with thousands of alien spaceships simultaneously and exploring their frequencies all at one time. There's so many different motivations. Starting to realize why I wanted to go into outer space, why I wanted to get away from the planet Earth for a while. People are different, live different lives, have different meanings for living, and different roles, different faces, different ways that they love, different ways that they are curious. It has nothing to do with what is like a home world of torture. I can even look back on Earth and see it differently. And I can understand even more so now why it feels like a garbage dump here. I mean, it's so clear as day how truly devoted every single one of us is to destroying our planet every single day. How many pieces of mail do we throw out? And we work jobs where we're paper pushing or printing things out or using advertisements. How many times do we get an upgraded cell phone and toss out the old one? How much garbage did we throw away at Christmas this year? And we watch the TV and we know that the oceans are running low on fish and oil spills, and nobody cares. We know our water isn't clean drinking. We know that cell phones emit radiation that are going to give us tumors. We know that there's cures for cancer that nobody wants to give to us because forcing people to endure chemo is a moneymaker. Why cure people of cancer when they can make billions and trillions of dollars off of ensuring that people barely live or die? And then it's also sort of keeps the population in check, so I guess in some way it's a good thing. But that's the world that we live in, that's our planet. It's what it looks like from out here. I already knew it looked this way, but I see it more clearly now that I'm away from it. And nobody cares. Do I, Abby, care enough about my planet? If I care enough about my planet, then why am I leaving it right now? Is it because I want an alternate perspective on my planet? Or because I simply want to know about love of a different kind? Or because I feel it is my calling? Because I want to heal some deeper fears and turmoils inside myself that make absolutely no sense. So why am I doing it? How many people on this planet desperately want to get off of this garbage dump? But yet we are the same ones that are devoted to destroying the earth every single day and not doing anything differently. We don't think about how many brand new cars are made every year and how many old dumps of vehicles just get... Where do they all go? A car graveyard for parts? How much trash gets thrown out every day and we don't even know where it goes? Some landfill that we have nothing to do with? Because we don't see it, we don't smell it, and we don't live in it yet. But it is closer to our homes than we think. Am I, Abby, doing enough? I'm only one person. I can only extend myself so far. What can we all do to stop this? They're showing me the ant farm. Ants building their homes and their colonies. Humans that created an earth world that looks just like this one. They seem to be under a spell. They seem to have forgotten who they are, or what life and creation is all about. Is about getting to know each other, meeting new people that are different than you. New faces, new ideas, new perspectives on things. Traveling and visiting other places. Nobody said you can't take the Greyhound bus. There's always ways to get from one place to another, and it's worth it. The aliens ask me if the human beings are not as meaningful as alien beings. Is that why I am out here and not on Earth? Do the alien beings understand you better than the human beings? I say sometimes I think yes. I think the alien beings do understand me more than human beings. Human beings don't really understand themselves. As you can see, Abby too, am still learning and trying to make sense of the whys of my own behaviors and my own experiences. That I work on this every single day for hours in a day. I examine, I observe, I feel, I explore, I think. And how many people don't take the time to ever change in an entire lifetime? I devote my life to it. Devote every day to this. I keep trying and trying and trying to become better. They say the human beings on this planet have been alien beings in other lifetimes. The human beings on this planet it's hard to translate it. It's really asking us all to see how extraordinary each and every one of us is. One ant cannot build a colony. You've built your colony working together. And it's an extraordinary colony. It may be a destructive one, but it is extraordinary in its own intricacies. So now each and every ant in this colony needs to start seeing each other and start working together to build the colony differently. There's some sort of energy gift they're sharing with every one of us. They're creating light behind our eyes, and through the keyhole, we possess the key. We have the answer. And our eyes now are glowing so that we can see what is missing, what we weren't seeing clearly before. It has to do with the value of working together and the importance of each other and the importance of discovering that our earth is a beautiful place, an alien place, an extraordinary place to be, and it's worth preserving, it's worth rescuing, it's worth taking care of, just like the animals we see in the commercials shivering and shaking as they're being rescued. Why can we not rescue each other, rescue our planet? We care about abused animals, but what about abused humans? What about the abused planet? They're talking about this is our devotion. Our devotion is to rescuing each other and our earth. Is more important than anything else we could be doing with our lives. One person becomes 8 billion people who can change the world. But if 8 billion people just choose to feel like they are one person and they are not enough, then 8 billion people becomes invisible, becomes nobody, becomes nothing, becomes the ultimate destruction of a planet. And they're sort of smiling and saying, you are far from self-destructing, and we believe in you. There's male and female voices that are sort of in harmony with each other. They also have a blue radiating light that they share. They remind us what crystal clear water, fresh drinking water, fresh pristine air is more extraordinary than our televisions. It is healing, it is nurturing, it is purifying, it is life-changing. Now go. It has to do with go create this, go make this happen, go participate in cleaning up the mess. So you in your life, in this lifetime, can actually discover what it is like for yourself. Not by leaving the planet by it, but by embracing it, healing it, and then reaping your rewards. That's what they say. Whew. That was really long, really unexpected. Feel out of it. Feel totally out of it. It's interesting because I didn't anticipate the conversation being like this. I mean, I anticipated this being like a channeled video, like a 20-minute message, and we could actually see what they look like and where they live. I can't force it to be what I want it to be. I have to accept things as they are, as the most valuable version of wisdom that we could all receive right now is this message. And it really reiterates, a lot of people feel like this is their last lifetime on earth, that they are going to, good riddance, they will be off of this planet. A lot of people even want to commit suicide so that they can go back to their alien spaceship. I mean, people just want to get off of the planet. But that's what this is about. That's what this channeled message is about. It's not, doesn't work that way. It's not about that. We're tired. We're sick of it. But yet we have to hang in there and keep working at it. We have to keep trying. But there are higher measures in place that are helping us along the way too. I like to think about this sometimes. You have 8 billion people on a planet, but how many spirit guides are helping each single person? I mean, so now 8 billion is like 40 billion. And how many alien beings are helping this planet from how many different dimensions? You know, and we really get overwhelmed by thinking about numbers, but there could very well be trillions of extraordinary frequencies focusing on planet Earth alone. And that's amazing. We don't think of it like that. We feel like we're just kind of here alone in our own little worlds. And even when you think about 8 billion people on a planet, that makes sense. But if you start thinking like a trillion energy beings, alien spirit from all different dimensions, focusing their love and healing on our planet, helping us to open up and grow, helping us to let go of our fears, helping us to unlock our doors, welcoming the light in and bringing out our true selves. I mean, this is what it's all about. It really, I've got a million thoughts on my mind right now. Joseph and I were talking a little bit about this too, and he made a really neat video with Archangel Gabriel to talk about this topic, about why are we here right now. It isn't so we can commit suicide and go back home. In our human mind, we think this way. But we don't have a clue, the bigger picture of the reasons why everything, and why we are so important, each and every one of us, and why it's so important that we start embracing our life and living our lives. It's important. I am not going away anytime soon unless I am meant to, and then I just die. I mean, who knows how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen. It'll happen when it's meant to, and it'll just be as it is meant to be. But I have no intention of, and I don't even ask for it. I don't wish for it. I don't feel it inside my heart. I don't beckon for it. I don't long to be done with this world. I mean, I long to work my ass off to turn this world into a place of love. So when I incarnate here again, I can reap the reward. That I can cherish what I worked hard to create. I'm not going to give up on this place. I'm not going to just stop. I'm not going to just quit. Now we're sort of looking at that door again that I'm getting so frustrated with, and I can't open it, and why can't I get to the other side of this door? And it's sort of like humanity. Why can't we get through this? Why can't this just stop? Why can't we just heal already? And we're getting so frustrated, we're starting to break the door down in order to just get the damn thing to open already. Open up, world. Well, are we opening up? Am I, Abby, opening up enough? Am I healing myself enough? I can only heal myself so much. I can only discover so much about myself. I'm meant to do it in layers and experiences, and human experience, spiritual experiences, alien interactions. I can only accomplish so much in a single day. And it can take even years to contemplate my way through manifest a deep perspective on something. Sometimes I could think about a single topic I've been thinking about the world my whole entire life. How can I help this world? How can I help humanity? I've been thinking about this my entire life. I don't think about how can I help this world while I long to get off of this planet. Clearly, some part of me wants to see things differently, wants to refresh myself in a new way, wants to have alternative interactions. I think we all do. But there's more to this. That's it. That's all I'm going to share. This massively long video. And I have a feeling the sound's going to be fine this time. I'm going to share it, let you guys think about it. And definitely, I know the sound quality is a little jarring in the other video, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. And I think it's a beautiful message too. So I encourage you to watch that video, and thank you everybody for your beautiful comments and the encouragement to share that video as well. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say. I've been talking a long time. If you want to explore a psychic service with me, I would love to visit with you one-on-one. Please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you, and I wish you guys a wonderful day.